Not yet. There we go. Live.
Well, shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
We are, if you turn to your Siddur for the Tefillah Yom Kippur, the closing prayer for Yom Kippur, it's near the very back of your Siddur. There's a couple different Siddurs out there in terms of pagination, so it might be a little bit different, but it's near the very back of it. We'll do one thing on page 3 of your Siddur, and on the online, you have to scroll back to slide 15 to get to the Shema. Right. So if you join me, where it begins in our penitential hymn under Reader Congregation. Today, may it please you, El Shaddai, my rock and my king, to receive my request and my supplication and my prayer. For this is the day of atonement. Be gracious unto me, Adonai, for unto you do I cry all the day. Continue. Today, tear up the writ of my debt to you, and give ear to my cry. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. And may my sin not be counted nor be remembered any longer, for the sake of your mercy and for the sake of Yeshua, the author and perfecter of faith, who, for the joy set before him, endured the execution stake, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of Elohim. Continuing. Today, take notice of the confession of my lips, O rider of the heavens, and forgive all transgression and guilt, and fulfill all your good promises made to us, as it is written in the words of your prophet. But you that did cleave unto Adonai your Elohim are alive, every one of you, this day. Continuing. Today, I have forsaken the way of evil, and I have drawn near to you, my refuge and my shepherd, with a perfect heart to pray for pardon, for the atonement of my evil deeds. Look down, therefore, upon me from your set-apart abode, and hear my prayer, El of my salvation. In you I place my hope all day. Today, I have raised my voice before you, proclaiming the goodness of your grace from morning until evening, and praying for forgiveness, and amidst the supplication of the recipients of your mercies who are eager to obey your words. Adonai, give ear to your prayer of your servant, and to the prayer of your servants, delight to fear your name. Grant, therefore, I pray, prosperity to your servant today. Today, I have drawn near to you to confess the sin of our wickedness, for which we owe a sin offering before you, our set-apart Creator, and the sin for which we owe a guilt offering. Be pleased and willing to accept our confession from us, for the day has turned toward evening. Today, we wait for your mercy and kindness. Grant us your pity and mercy. Wipe out and remove our sins, and grant us your goodness. May you turn about and grant us your mercy, and may you suppress our sins, as you have done in the days before yesterday, and today. He will again have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities, and you will cast all their sins in the depths of the sea. You will show faithfulness to Jacob, mercy to Abraham, as you have sworn unto our fathers from the days of old. Today, may you fortify our hearts with fear of you, and erase our trespasses from your record books, and decree that we will be found in the book of life on the 10th day of the 7th month, which you have made a statute, a chukah in Israel, to afflict our nefesh, even until today. Today, may the cry and prayer of your people be acceptable before you, like the rams and the oxen which the priests used to sacrifice in their behalf on this very day, and accept their prayer and supplication, for they have eaten no bread today. Today, we hope for your good tidings, cause them to come to pass. Therefore, do not delay, hasten, and bring near to salvation and prosperity to your chosen people, the children of Israel. Your set-apart people have devoted themselves to the restoration of your set-apart temple, to honor it, and to invoke the blessings upon its name to this very day. Today, may your salvation come near to us, O awesome of deeds, and throw upon us the clean water to purify us, and we will be clean. and remove all misdeeds and trespasses, and may you from the heavens hear the song and prayer which your servant is praying before you today. So if you would please stand for the Shema. And as I said, so I think it's screen 15 on the virtual, right? And it's on page 3 of your Siddur,
Page
3 and 4. So we're just doing the Shema itself, not the Ahavta.
Okay.
Shema
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Le'olam Amen. Yeshua HaMashiach, Hu Adonai. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our Elohim, Adonai is one. Blessed is the name of his glorious kingdom for all eternity. Yeshua the Messiah, he is Adonai.
Amen. And you may be seated. So back to the priestly blessing. We don't have a video today of Rico Cortez, so I invite you to join me, unless you're any present. I'd like to lead the Aaronic blessing.
Cleveland families talking.
Okay. Wait for a moment then. Could you hand the Sidurs? So we are on the priestly blessing, which is, I believe, page 15 of your Siddur. I think
On
it's
ours,
15.
it's in 17.
Okay. So we're going to do this together. We're not going to necessarily sing it or chant it, but we can just begin with speak to Aaron and his sons. Let's let you turn to give you a chance to give it. So it's either 15 or 17, depending on which printing of the Siddur you have, near the very back of the back page.
It's titled The Priestly Blessing.
So together, speak to Aharon and his sons and tell them that this is how you bless the people of Israel. You're to say to them, Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai p'navlecha b'chunecha, Yisa Adonai p'navlecha v'yisimcha shalom. May Adonai bless you and keep you. May Adonai make his face shine on you and show you his favor. May Adonai lift up his face towards you and give you peace. In this way they are to put my name on the people of Israel so that I will bless them. Amen. The closing of the gates. The shofar that is sounded at the end of the Ne'ilah service is known as the Great Shofar, Shofar HaGadol. The sages of Israel teach that the shofar inspires within us a yearning for the shofar that will herald our ultimate freedom, the great shofar that will announce the coming of Messiah. A great shofar that will be used to gather the exiles of Israel as it is written. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great shofar shall be blown, and they shall come that were lost in the land of Assyria, and they that were dispersed in the land of Egypt, and they shall worship Adonai in the set apart mountain at Jerusalem. So a single tekiah is sounded to close this. And I know there's certainly others that are better at the shofar and have better lung capacity, but we'll let them come in before the closing shofar is blown.
Should we stand for this?
Yeah, let's stand. We're about to, you're just in before the closing of the gates.
That's a good thing.
Good thing.
Wait.
All right. Zakia Gadola. Not pushing your names out. Osei Shalom, Bimrumav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ba'al Kol Yisrael, V'Imru, Amen. The one who makes peace in his heights, makes peace for us, for all Israel. Amen. L'chaim, to everlasting life. All right. So what our plan is from here is